Good morning, Cullman. Thank you for joining us on Cullman Today. I'm your host, Christine Wiggins, and today's Tuesday, April 7th. Coming up on Cullman Today, Cullman City Primary School earns top state safety honor for the second straight year. Plus, a longtime Smith Lake Marina family is expanding again with the purchase of Trident Marina. And Cullman is changing how it plans and pays for future street and paving projects. All of this plus sports, weather, and more. Now let's take a closer look at the top stories happening in Cullman today. Alabama Attorney General Steve Marshall visited Cullman City Primary School on Monday to present the 2025 Safe School Award, recognizing the school's continued focus on campus safety and emergency preparedness. Cullman City Primary was one of just 9 schools selected statewide from more than 1,500 public and private schools in Alabama. It also marked the second year in a row the school earned the honor. Marshall praised the leadership of the school's administration, staff, school board, and superintendent, saying strong leadership plays a key role in creating a safe learning environment. He also recognized school resource officers Bill Fisher and Daniel Palisade for their work helping protect the campus each day. School leaders said the award reflects a team effort involving administrators, faculty, staff, and law enforcement. Among the features highlighted during the visit were the school's centralized incident command center in the main office and security gates at campus entry points. The gates remain closed during normal school hours but can automatically open for emergency vehicles when the sirens are detected. Officials said the award process includes a detailed 4-phase application and review by judges with expertise in school safety. A familiar name on Smith Lake is growing as Lynn and Jeff Layton have purchased Trident Marina in Crane Hill from Jeff Tolbert. The father and son team already owns Duskin Point Marina, which they acquired in 2018 and now operate 2 full-service marinas on Lewis Smith Lake. Marina officials say the goal is to continue improving the lake experience while focusing on high-quality service for the community. Trident Marina offers boat sales, repair, storage, fuel, and an on-site restaurant. Duskin Point Marina provides similar full-service marina operations in Jasper. Officials say there are no current plans to add a restaurant or bar at Duskin Point, with the main focus remaining on marina service and day-to-day operations. Meanwhile, the grill at Trident Marina will continue operating under its current setup, with Tolbert continuing to lease and run the restaurant. The purchase has drawn a positive response from many in the Smith Lake community, with supporters expressing confidence in the Laytons' leadership. For now, the new owners say their attention remains on a smooth transition and maintaining strong service at both marina locations. Cullman City leaders have adopted a new ordinance aimed at changing how the city plans, funds, and carries out street and transportation projects. The measure creates an annual street and transportation infrastructure capital improvement plan and ties that plan directly to the budget process. Under the new system, the council must review and approve infrastructure plan before paving projects can be placed in the city budget. City officials aim to move away from a reactive approach and toward a more long-range, data-driven strategy for infrastructure spending. The ordinance also requires detailed cost estimates and funding plans for each project, including sources such as gas tax revenue, Rebuild Alabama funds, grants, and general fund money. As part of the rollout, the city also approved an agreement with First Step Pavement Management for an infrastructure assessment not to exceed $79,500. That work will include inventories and condition reviews for streets, sidewalks, curbs and gutters, striping, and signage. The ordinance also requires quarterly updates to the council and public posting of the infrastructure plan and future updates. And that's all for our top stories this morning. Coming up, Cold Springs came up big in county baseball. Local track teams turned in strong finishes at Cold Springs, and Auburn brought home an NIT championship. Sports is next.
It all starts with who you are. You know, I always tell our players, who you are is more important than what you do. How high you jump, how fast you run, because who you are is your character. And your character is an accumulation of your thoughts, your habits, and your priorities on a day-to-day basis, because those three things determine the choices you make. And the choices you make you who you are. Good guy, bad guy, hardworking, lazy, responsible, irresponsible. And it takes a certain amount of discipline to do what you're supposed to do, when you're supposed to do it, the way it's supposed to get done.
Welcome back. Auburn captured the first NIT championship in program history Sunday, rallying late to beat Tulsa 92-86 in overtime at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Kevin Overton delivered the biggest moments, hitting a game-tying three-pointer with 8 seconds left in regulation, then knocking down a deep three in overtime to help seal the win. He finished with 26 points and was named the tournament's most outstanding player. Tahad Pettiford added 24 points and 8 assists, while Elijah Freeman pulled down 14 rebounds. Auburn had built a big first-half lead, lost it in the second half, then responded late to force overtime and finish the job. Closer to home on Friday, Cold Springs baseball made it a season sweep over Vinemont, using a big 6th inning to pull away for an 11-6 county win on the road. The Eagles jumped out early, fell behind in the third, then answered with 6 runs in the 6th to take control. Brandon Chastain had 3 hits, while Aiden Black, Lyndon Hill, and Drew Previtt added 2 hits each, as Cold Springs improved to 12-6. And several local track and field teams were at Cold Springs High School for the 2026 Cold Springs Invitational, with athletes competing in more than 35 events. Cold Springs boys claimed the team title behind a strong day from Rush Lamar, while Cold Springs girls took first with standout performances from Ella Dickerson. Full team standings and complete local top 5 results are available at CullmanTribune.com. And that wraps up sports for today. Coming up next, the Festhalle Farmers Market is back in Cullman, bringing fresh produce, local goods, and familiar vendors to the warehouse district. Plus, 2 new businesses are putting down roots in Vinemont, bringing everything from Western wear to heavy equipment sales and service. Welcome back. Now it's time to speed things up with a news rundown. 4 stories in under 4 minutes. Families turned out in big numbers Saturday for Easter egg hunts in Hanceville and at Sportsman Lake Park. At Veterans Memorial Park, the Hanceville Civitan Club hosted its annual event where family and friends gathered for a sunny afternoon of Easter fun. At noon, children took off in search of 8,000 hidden eggs. Organizers say half were filled with candy and half with small toys, with a few prize eggs mixed in for lucky hunters. Earlier in the day, Sportsman Lake Park welcomed children of all ages for its longtime annual Easter egg hunt at the playground. Around 3,000 eggs were hidden for the event, which also included photos with the Easter Bunny, giveaways, and time for families to enjoy the park. Organizers say the free Sportsman Lake tradition has continued to grow each year, drawing larger crowds every spring. The Festhalle Farmers Market returned to Cullman's Warehouse District on Saturday, bringing vendors and shoppers back together for another market season. The market opened from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. and featured a variety of goods, including fresh produce, baked items, crafts, and other locally made products. Vendors on hand included the Foundry Farm, Millie's Pet Bakery, Brandcraft, Simply Lit, Humble Heart Farms, Young and Barely Making It Farms, and others. The market will return today from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. at 209 First Avenue Northeast in Cullman. Shoppers should keep in mind that an ATM is available near the pavilion. Some vendors also accept card payments, though market officials say customers may want to watch for possible associated fees. The market's return gives residents another chance to shop local and support area growers and makers. New businesses are continuing to pop up across Cullman County, and this week the Chamber helped welcome 2 more to Vinemont. One offers Western wear and boutique shopping, while the other focuses on heavy equipment sales and service. Annabelle House takes us there.
Cullman is welcoming not 1, but 2 new businesses to the community. The Cullman Area Chamber of Commerce recently hosted a joint ribbon cutting for Pink Cactus Western Wear and Heavy Equipment Exchange, also known as HEX. Pink Cactus offers Western-style clothing and accessories for men, women, and children, both in-store and online, while HEX focuses on the sale and service of construction equipment, including skid steers, excavators, and tractors. Both businesses share a unique location that combines retail shopping with heavy equipment sales, something the owners say sets them apart. Owners of Pink Cactus say they've made Cullman their home and are excited to bring something new to the area. Meanwhile, HEX plans to expand in the coming months, including adding a rental line of equipment. Community leaders say they're grateful that the businesses chose Cullman and look forward to their continued growth. This has been Annabelle House with Cullman Today.
Wallace State Community College's Fine and Performing Arts program is inviting the public to a solo and chamber ensemble recital later this week. The performance is set for Thursday, April 9th at 7 p.m. in the Borough Center Recital Hall on the Wallace State campus. The recital will feature student musicians performing both solo works and chamber ensemble pieces, giving the audience a chance to hear a range of talent in an intimate concert setting. Organizers say the event is open to the public and can be a great option for anyone who enjoys live music and wants to support local student performances. Admission is free. The recital is part of Wallace State's Fine and Performing Arts lineup and offers another chance for the community to enjoy the arts on campus while encouraging students as they showcase their work on stage. And that's your 4 stories in under 4 minutes. Now for a quick break before we look at the weather ahead and pay our respects with obituaries. I'll be right back after this quick message. Let's take a moment to pause and remember those who lost their lives this week. Ann R. Lovell, 80, of Holly Pond, passed away Saturday, April 4th. Visitation will be Wednesday, April 8th from 12:30 to 2 p.m. at Pleasant View Missionary Baptist Church, with funeral service following. Burial will be at Holly Pond Cemetery. Our thoughts and prayers go out to their friends and family. Now let's take a look at your weather forecast. Today looks great, sunny and comfortable with a high near 73. Tonight stays quiet with a few clouds and a low around 47. Wednesday brings a mix of sun and clouds with a high near 71. It'll be a little breezier at times with gusts up to around 20 miles per hour. Wednesday night turns partly cloudy and cool again with a low around 47. And that wraps up today's edition of Cullman Today. Thank you for sharing your morning with us. And remember to stay connected by following us on social media and visiting CullmanTribune.com for the latest from our community. We'll be back bright and early tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. Until then, I'm Christine Wiggins with Cullman Today. Have a wonderful day, Cullman.